Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Touria. The game of Touria is a 1-4-player game that was published by Hutch Games in 2016. At the outset, I'm going to say I enjoy playing this game, but... And that but is, I don't know if it's a big but or not a big but. I haven't made a decision yet. The game is built up of towers. There's 4 towers, and the side that's facing you tells you what you're able to do. So when you do one of the sides of a tower, you then turn that tower 90 degrees. So that action that you've just done is not available for you in the future. There's also rules with movement, and so you're able to move a certain number of spaces for free, but then you have to pay for the movement. So the 4 sides that are facing you may be a little bit too far for you to get to, so you're going to have to pay to get there. But when you go down certain roads, you'll get some gems, and you can collect gems of different colours, and all of this stuff goes really nicely together. I really like the makeup of this game. The thing that holds me back from really loving this game, however, is the end. It feels like they've thought of this really great mechanism that's going to build up this game and work really nicely, and it does, until you get to the end. Because when you get to the end, you've got a choice of doors or windows that you wish to open. And if you open the wrong window, you have to start again, in essence, and do it all over. And the winner of the game is the first person to get the correct window. I really dislike that as a mechanism. It just suddenly becomes a guess. Everything else in this game has been tactical, has been a real think of, oh, if I do this, I'll get this, and I'll do this, and I'll be able to do this, and this, and this, and this. And then you get to the end, and it's really a roll of the dice. I just dislike that. I dislike that as a mechanism. I dislike that as a mechanism on a game that is Euro in essence. So every other element of this game pushes into the kind of thinking through stuff and kind of making things happen and working out, if I do this, then this will happen. If I do this, then I'll gain things for that. I'll be able to do that. And building up this treasure that you've got, and that's really great. But then again comes and you go, ugh. So the game could finish after you get back to that middle castle the first time. You might be lucky. But you might have to wait a few times through and actually go through the whole process a couple of times before you get the right answer. Someone may be lucky enough to get the right thing, but be the 3rd or 4th person to get there, and so have 3 or 4 things less to choose from. In the end, what you're looking at is there's a mechanism that you don't actually want to play perfectly. You don't want to necessarily be the first person to the castle. You might want to be the 4th person to the castle if you're playing a 4-player game, because 3 of those other windows will be knocked out, and so you'll have less chance of getting the wrong window. Having said that, however, getting to the castle first, you might get the right window in the first go, and therefore the game's finished. It just doesn't quite add up for me, and I dislike that mechanism. I really dislike the end of this game. I think the rest of the game is really wonderful. I really like the rest of the game. And so I find myself in this position of going, that's a really good game, except the end. And when there's so many games in the market at the moment, I don't think you can get away with having a game that is really good, except for one section of it. And I really want a 2nd edition of this game. I really want them to rethink how the end of this game works, because I think it really is a wonderful game. I really like the mechanism of the towers, the 4 towers, so you've got 4 things to choose from, and once you do one, you turn the tower. But each of the towers has slightly different things going on. So you may find that you have 2 of the same action facing towards you that you don't necessarily want to take yet. But that limits you on the number of actions you're able to take, simply because you're only able to do what's facing towards you. And so you might take one of those actions just to get that tower to turn. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with this game. The rulebook is quite thick, but it's thick with multiple languages in the one book. Really good idea. And then it's thick with explanations of what each tile does. So if you go to one area, you will get a tile with a little icon on it, and you'll need to look in the rulebook to work out what that means, unless you've played the game a few times and kind of understand what the iconography is talking about. All this stuff I really like it. It's the end. It hurts. It actually hurts because I want to like this game so badly, but I can't. I can't bring myself to say, hey, this is a really good game, simply because of that one mechanism at the end, which makes it feel like a kid's game. It makes it feel like a game that is not in the same area as the rest of the game does. And I really struggle with that. I really, really do struggle with that. Anyway, look, go on and watch my Gamesplanations, watch my gameplay, see what you think of it, see if you like the look of the game, if you like the feel of the game, if you actually like that end mechanism. Have a look at it, see what you think. Comment below if you have any comments on this game, if you have any thoughts, if you like it, if you dislike it. Please, if you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplained, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games that I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.